Hi, this is Ruth Theresa with One Inspiring Woman, and today we're going out for a drive and a talk. So I just got off the phone with a client not too long ago, and there is something that we were really chatting about, which I thought was kind of interesting last week when we were talking. And then she called to tell me that something happened in this regard. So let me explain everything. So I'm not using any names, and I was not allowed to, but I was told that I could tell about the situation. So her and her husband have been arguing over something, and whenever they get to kind of that arguing state, usually her husband will use kind of verbiage that she doesn't really care for. Not necessarily cussing at her. They'll say like, "Oh, you just think this way because you're crazy." And I said, I completely understand. A lot of men use this. A lot of women use this as well. So not just one side or the other. But they will use words that they know really, really get to you. And it's kind of funny because it's like they know that it gets to you, but they're purposely using it so it'll get to you, but in a way that they think you don't know that they're using that word. So I've known many women in my life that usually hate the word crazy, or they hurt the word biatch or something else. They kind of are not liking those words, and I can understand they can be very derogatory, but it's kind of interesting when you kind of immune yourself to those words. When someone says it, you're kind of like, okay, I see where you can think that way. It totally flabbergasted her husband. So they were having an argument last night, and her husband called her crazy. And instead of freaking out like she normally does, because normally she's like, I don't like when you use that terminology, and and so last night she was like, okay. He flew off the handle and was just like, what? This normally pisses you off. This normally makes you so mad. This normally... It's kind of immune herself to it. After we talked about it, she really, really thought about it, and she was like, I'm not going to let this word make me angry anymore. I'm just like not going to allow this word to make me angry like that. He's doing it to make me mad, so I'm going to inoculate myself from this word so I don't have to be upset by it anymore. And it was just really funny because that's what she did when he called her that crazy. And she was just like, okay, I can see where you could say that. He was just like, almost like, oh my gosh, dumbfounded of like, why is this word not upsetting you? Why is this word not making you angry, mad, upset, whatever it is that she normally gets into? And she said, Ruth, she goes, I wish I'd had a bag of popcorn, because I would have just sat there for like 5 minutes as his brain is going, like this word that normally makes her so mad, so crazy, so upset, did nothing. That's kind of the fun, cool part about it, is like when you inoculate yourself to those words that other people call you, whatever that is, and they don't upset you anymore. They don't ever upset you anymore. That's kind of the fun part. They don't upset you anymore at all. It's kind of like, okay. It can be really fun, very exciting, and can really change the energy of the relationship, because now the words that they normally would throw at you that would upset you don't upset you anymore. And it could be something that you decide, like, I'm just not going to be upset by this word. I know they're doing it to make me mad, angry, upset, whatever it is, and I'm inoculating myself from that word. And whenever they say it, I'm just going to be like, okay. And it's the best way to take the power back in an argument or a discussion. I just wanted to let you know. I thank you so much today for joining me, and I know that we'll be talking again soon.